bringing you the latest news from Lubbock Cooper Athletics. This is the Pirate Fan Zone podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back in. He was right. You are in the high school fan zone. We're in the Pirate Fan Zone. We're going to talk some Lubbock Cooper softball. I'm going to let Brenon Rhodes introduce his two athletes that he brought with him here in just a minute, because since we have that extra segment here, I do want to run through the basketball stuff before it gets too far away from me, since we just have this show. Won't be back Monday because of the high school basketball playoffs. So I want to run through the scores this segment, and then we'll come back after a break and talk about what's next. In the girls' UIL by-district round, these are all games that happen Monday and Tuesday. Friendship, we just talked to Trent Hilliard. Friendship beat El Paso Eastwood 71-61. Monterey beat Wichita Falls Memorial 68-24. Estacado, with one of the bigger upsets of the first round across the state, beat number 8 Brownwood 48-46. Memorial beat Stephenville 58-31. Liberty beat Glen Rose 42-29, and Levelland lost to Brock 65-34. Let's see. TAPS girls also got started in the area round. TAPS, sometimes you just skip straight to area round. All Saints beat Prestonwood Christian North on a last-second shot, 36-34. Lubbock Christian beat Plano Coram Deo 66-31. Trinity Christian lost to Austin Hyde Park 56-41. Boys TAPS, let's see, we'll start with area round. A couple teams won to get to the area round, so these were all last night. Trinity Christian beat Tyler Grace Community 82-59. Lubbock Christian beat Dallas Covenant 72-52. Dallas Baptist beat All Saints 67-42, and Amarillo Holy Cross beat Southcrest Christian 68-26. I missed one. Lubbock Christian girls beat 166-41. I know that. I have to find it here somewhere. We'll find it later. They advanced. They're trying to win their 6th straight state championship, which is hard to do anything well 6 years in a row, Brandon. But to finish on top is kind of a cool deal.
Yes, sir. You
were the right-hand man to Sherry Colwell when this team came dang near couple plays away from getting to the softball state tournament. Mm-hmm. Would that have been Lubbock Cooper's first ever trip to state in softball?
Yes, sir. That was our first trip to that round ever. So,
and then Sherry tossed the keys to you and said, "Here, you take over." Mm-hmm. This is a very different team now. The two girls you brought here are familiar faces, familiar names, and I know Lainey Gibson is back too. Let me have you introduce these two real quick.
Yeah. So right by you is Addison Gunset. She plays first and she'll pitch for us, and then by me is Tatum Southard. She pitches and plays second. So, and
y'all have been around. You've been around the varsity program for a while, correct, Addison?
Yes, sir.
Did I talk to you when you were a freshman? I believe
I was a sophomore when I joined varsity.
What about you, Tatum?
I've been on varsity since I was a freshman. So.
Well, I thought you guys have had a strong foundation in place, and as I mentioned, you lost some girls. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a different team. Mm-hmm. Tatum, how is this a different team so far through 6 games?
Yes, sir.
6 games?
Yeah, it's just a different team as far as the pitching-wise this year. We obviously lost Brooklyn Ray, so we just are kind of having to piece it together, but I think we're heading in the right direction.
You lost Brooklyn, and who was a player that was
Lozano.
Lozano was jack of all trades. She just was like, where do you need me tonight? Where do you need me today? Mm-hmm. Those players are especially now losing Brooklyn's a big deal, but when you've got somebody who can play a lot of different positions. Mm-hmm. Addison, Coach mentioned she's going to do this and this. Are you kind of eager to see how many different spots each girl can kind of fill in to kind of make you guys the same kind of team you have been?
Yes, sir. I think a lot of us play at least 2 positions. So wherever he puts us, we're out there, we're ready to play. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how we do in different positions this year. So
I'm going to embarrass Coach a little bit because Sherry, the last 2 years, kept telling me about the impact you had. Uh-huh. You guys get to see it from a different perspective now. Tatum, what impact has he had on you guys? You walked off that field in Graham. Mm-hmm. Graham, last year you knew that there was going to be the change had already been made. It became official that day. In the off season, in the fall, what has Coach done to kind of get you guys ready?
He's done a lot for us. Obviously, Coach Cole was great and everything, but I think having Coach Rhodes It's just a fresh start, and it's just very nice. Obviously, us being seniors, to kind of just have a good last year, and I think he's doing a really good job.
What about you, Addison? Because you're a coach's daughter.
Yes.
You've been around coaching and sports all of your life. Like Tatum said, Coach Colwell's a legend. She's probably going to get mad because I say that, but legend at Lubbock Cooper, legend at Lubbock High, probably at Midland Lee, probably at Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hard transition. Mm-hmm. He's a likable guy, and but he brings a different personality. Mm-hmm. I did enjoy watching the dugout last year, and we were just talking about some of the difference with Coach Bibb, the Coronado baseball coach, and one of his assistants. Well, you and Coach Colwell, there's a little bit of difference personality-wise. How has that changed things for you to have Coach who's at least seems pretty even-keeled? And
it's definitely been better with the type of girls we have now this year, because we've brought in a lot of different girls, and he's done really well about helping each player how they need it to. So he's been doing really well.
So who's the energy coach now? Or is that a player thing now?
I think the players are doing really well about picking each other up. So,
because I'll tell you the same thing, Brennan, that I told Brad Bibb. I think personality-wise, I'm probably closer to you than I would be to Sherry. Mm-hmm. And I know you can't turn a switch on and be a different person. So you've got to coach who you are. Mm-hmm. You just heard her say that that's a good fit for this group of girls. Mm-hmm. Hearing her say that's got to make you feel pretty good about what you guys are doing.
It's a confidence booster for sure. But like they said too, like I've got to adjust as well, and I got to learn to flip the switch when it's needed for the energy boost, and not just rely on them to do it too. So
what's cool is I think at Lubbock Cooper you have somebody you can kind of lean on a little bit in Chris Baker, because he takes over and Brad Winchy, I'm sorry if you don't like this, he takes over for a coaching legend. And I remember him one time telling me, I don't know when I should go talk to the umpire, when I should get animated with an umpire, because I've never had to do this before. Not that that's a big part of coaching, but just that little thing, you're not sure what exactly to do. So you have somebody you can kind of pick each other's brains about what you're going through. So Lady Pirates are 2-4 right now. Early season records don't really mean that much. We'll talk more about what they have coming up when we come back in the Pirate Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score.
Diving headfirst into Lubbock Cooper athletics. You're listening to the Pirate Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app.
Welcome back in. This is the High School Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and Fox News Now. We're here until 7:30, so we have this segment and one more. So I'm going to sneak in the schedule coming up in the high school basketball playoffs. Girls UIL 6A area round. We talked about Friendship and South Lake Carroll, 6:30 Friday at Moody Coliseum in Abilene. Monterey makes that trip south to take on El Paso Burgess at Monahans High School, 7 p.m. Friday. The Lady Plainsmen are trying to repeat as state champions in 5A Division II. Class 4A Division I, Memorial and Decatur play at 6 p.m. Friday in Stamford. Estacado and Burke Burnett are also Division I 4A. They play at 6 p.m. Friday at Clyde High School. Division II, Liberty and Bridgeport play at 6:30 Thursday at ACU. In TAPS, Lubbock Christian plays Tyler Bishop Gorman at 12:30 Saturday at Abilene Christian High School. I just saw this somewhere. All Saints plays Munster Sacred Heart. I think it's 6 p.m. Friday in Monday, Texas, which is a small town I've never been to. I don't know that I want to go, but that's where they're playing. In boys UIL, Friendship is playing an El Paso team. They don't know who yet because 4 teams are tied for third place in District 1. That'll all be hashed out. They will play 7 p.m. Tuesday at Monahans High School. Monterey in 5A Division II plays Abilene Wiley, 6 p.m. Tuesday at Snyder High School. There you go. Snyder Tigers hosting a playoff game. Class 4A Division I, Memorial makes it in the first year of the school. They will play Stephenville at 8 p.m. Tuesday at ACU. Liberty is back in the playoffs for the second year in a row, playing the same team that broke their hearts last year, Glen Rose. They play at 6:30 Monday at Abilene High School. Estacado and Brock also play Monday, 6 p.m. at Kimbrell Arena on the campus of McMurray University. In TAPS, Trinity Christian plays Bullard Brook Hill, which is from the Tyler area, 7 p.m. Friday at Aledo High School. And the Lubbock Christian boys play Tyler Bishop Gorman doubleheader with those two schools, 2 p.m. Saturday at Abilene Christian High School. So my wife and my daughter and my dog will not see me probably until March because there's a lot of basketball going on. Unfortunately, I don't get to come out and see much baseball and softball early in the season either. I love the fact that there's that. You guys actually hit the road to College Station, which I want you to talk about that. The tournament that's in Lubbock, it's great for Lubbock teams. I don't ever get to see softball at that time of year because I'm so busy, but I'll catch up with y'all. I enjoy covering games at Lubbock Cooper. I miss, what I do miss a little bit? I miss Silas Polite on the PA a little bit.
Yeah.
Which, if any of you don't know Silas Polite, you didn't have to be within probably 3 miles of Lubbock Cooper, and you could still hear him on the PA. So he's down in San Antonio, making noise down there now. So all three of you, tell me about the tournament in College Station, because this was a different event for you guys to go to, and it was high level.
Yes, sir.
I saw some stuff about it. There were teams from all over. Start with you, Tatum. What did you guys learn about your team in 5 games down there that you think is going to help you?
This is a good question. I think it was just a very good starting point for us. We learned a lot about each and every person. I would say, I think it definitely helped us come together better as a team and just rely on each other a lot. We kind of hit some bumps along the road, but I think it is really going to help us in the long run. And it was a nice tournament to get to see the teams that we've never played before. And I think it was just a great experience.
I'll go back to what I said right before the break, that you guys are 2-4, but win-loss records at this time of the year that's way down the list. Because what you said, coaches, especially a first-year coach, he's going to experiment and try some different things, players in different spots. You want to win every game. I get that. You're a competitor. But you also want to learn about your team, which Tatum just eloquently said that. And plus, she told me I asked a good question, so that's brownie points for her. What did you like about what you guys did down in College Station? Because was that at several high schools, or did you play at A&M?
No, we didn't get to play at a high school. We were at 2 different sports complexes down there.
Which I'm going to guess in that area that they've done them well. Mm-hmm. So what did you learn about your team?
Yes, I think we learned that we need to gel together more, which we learned a lot this weekend. So I think we need to do better on that. And then I feel like I liked how we saw better competition, and we'll see that later down on the road. So I think that'll help us prepare, and it was a good start for the season.
Yeah, because you don't have to wait long to see really good competition in your district. We'll talk about this all season long, that there's a few sports where District 3, 5A test your mettle even a little bit more, and next year will be a whole different thing. Brendan, you've been around. In that district, you guys won the district last year. There's going to be teams taking aim at Lubbock Cooper more than ever. So we'll come back and talk about this week and what lies ahead for the Lady Pirates on the High School Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score.
Your inside look into Lubbock Cooper sports. This is the Pirate Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app.
Welcome back in. I'm glad Brendan's here because he can keep me straight. We do have one more segment, right? Poor Jimmy had to keep me. The night we did with the 3 athletic directors, I kept terrifying Jimmy and making him think we were about to end way too soon. So Brendan knows how to keep me in line. You're like my work wife, Brendan. You're like... You've got as much sway with me as my wife does at home, so that's getting a little weird. So we'll talk about softball instead. Brennan, I didn't realize that we got double Brennans here. It's spelled different here, but and I'll say this: he's like Sherry Colwell type personality. So y'all would probably hit it off. So he's the son of a coach, so you guys would probably get it along as well. You guys, you told me you play at Friendship on Friday, which has been a really fun. Monterey playing Friendship, Lubbock Cooper playing Friendship, Lubbock Cooper playing Monterey. I think I said this to Ryan Miller and his girls the other night. Those 3 programs have kind of elevated above everybody else the last few years. That's become a really fun game. You played them twice last year, I think.
Yes, sir.
And that was a really good Friendship team. It was a really good Lubbock Cooper team. 2 very different teams. What do you want to see from your girls when they get out there to Wolfforth and get to play on a nice facility against a team that they know well, that's a little bit in a rebuilding phase this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the same message that it's been all year, is just compete. Go out there, compete, and have fun. And scoreboard will take care of itself, right? It's another process in our step. It's not our end goal. It's not whatever. It's another game, right? And it's going to prepare us for down the road. So
I'm not going to disagree with you on everything there, but I'm going to ask the girls. I mentioned that the win-loss record going to tournaments is not that big a deal, but I'm going to guess you'd like to win that game Friday against Friendship, especially you took it on the chin a couple times last year.
Yes. We would love to win. We would love to win Friendship. They're always our little rivals, so it would always be nice to beat them.
Because you do have to see them, those girls in the summer. You have to see them when I don't think kids go to the mall anymore. It's going to make me sound really old to talk about. Wherever you see people out in public, you might see them. So, Tatum, is there some little extra juice in this one Friday? Coach said all the right things there, what you're looking for, but this is one you guys go into with a little bit more oomph, I guess.
Yeah, we played them in a scrimmage in the preseason, and it was definitely a dogfight. We were going back and forth the whole game, so it's going to be an exciting game. And
then you jump right into district. Like you're not jumping in as quick as the teams now. They're going to have a little bit of a head start, but that doesn't. It's still early, and all of these games. Do you still have one more tournament to go to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you do step out, but how do you get these girls ready? Not necessarily physically, because they've been there before, but maybe some of the young girls from the neck up to understand, okay, these district games, they have a little bit more meat on the bone.
Yeah, I mean, I think our pre-district schedule is doing that. Going to College Station for that tournament and seeing nothing but 6As, and then Abilene High, that was last night, a big-time 5A program, another 6A on Friday, and then our next tournament up in Dallas at Turf Wars is going to be nothing but 6As again. So they're getting the competition to prepare them for it.
I'm going to read through this. This is impressive. You guys, who beat you last year in district? Monterey?
Amarillo High.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys were 16-1. That's hard to do. It's hard to go through any district with just one loss. But when you look at that district that you guys are in, that's incredible what you guys did last year. Finished, I know that's not right because this did you guys get to 30 wins?
Yes.
Did you have school record? You have to jog my memory, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, because you crossed a lot of things off the list as you were getting to play in that last weekend that you played. Finished, 15-1 in district. Beat Amarillo High by a game. Then the rest of the district is kind of emblematic of how good this district is. Everybody else, there was 3 9-7 teams that had to play in that weird mini tournament up in Plainview. 7-9, and then the tail in there. But Brenon coaching in that district the last few years, and you're going to see it even a little bit more with Friendship and Memorial jumping in, Plainview falling down. What have you learned coaching softball? Because you how many years were you with Coach?
4.
So you saw kind of the evolution of this program a little bit. How tough is this district? Even with who you play, how tough do you have to be mentally and physically to make sure you're in that upper echelon again?
Yeah, like we can't afford to take a game off, and kind of telling them each week we're 0-0, looking to get to 1-1 on each game. So. Yeah, and that's just the way we got to approach every game in district.
And just like every district, the cool thing is you play them twice. So that first game may go one way. You got to completely rethink it. And softball's a little bit like other sports. They're going to try some different things. You got to try some different things. So busy time of the year for everybody. Lubbock Cooper at Friendship on Friday, and then they jump into district play against Paladero. We'll have these guys back on once the district season gets a little bit more going, and we'll talk Lubbock Cooper softball on the High School Fan Zone. I'm Randy Rosetta. We will not be here next Monday. We'll see you again next Wednesday.